Now, this little machine has pretty much been one of my favorite acquisitions ever. Now, I've been wanting one of these for a long time. I've always been a fan of the Featherlites, from the way they look to the way that some of the models perform and everything like that. They're just a very charming, cheap machine to me personally. And when I came across this at work, I had to grab it and clean it up and see what I could do for it. Now, one of the things that impressed me the most about this was how clean it was when I came across it, and how clean these massive Dirt Devil perma filters can keep the motor. Because that's one big thing I've heard from collectors over the years, and have seen personally in working on machines that are bagless. Most of them end up getting the motors filthy. Even if they're well taken care of, they let a lot of dust through, and this thing is one of the cleanest machines I have ever seen inside, including bagged machines. I've actually seen Mila's that are worse inside through work than the interior of this machine was. I'll have to see if I can find pictures from the teardown of it and see if I can get those in the video. Well, I know I can get them in the video, I just have to see if I can find them to edit them into the video. But I just had to take this guy because the original owner had clearly taken such good care of it. I mean, the tools are with it. It's perfect. So I ripped the whole thing apart all the way down to the motor, cleaned everything out. It didn't really need it once I got in there to see it, but I wanted to do it because I didn't know what it was going to look like. Got it a new filters in there. It's got this one originally did not have the HEPA pleated filter in the bottom. It had a kind of electrostatic filter in that bottom portion. And then I put a new clean stream filter, as Dirt Devil calls it, in the bin there. And it runs perfectly. It sounds perfect. This one was actually made here. I didn't realize this. These Dirt Devils, well, these low-end Dirt Devils were still actually made here in the US. So I'm going to turn this guy on and let it run for you. And I've been pretty impressed with the way it performs and how clean and reliable it seemed to have stayed over the years. So here we go. Now, this is one of those models with that Cyclops light, is what a lot of people call it, in the front. And you might be wondering about the weird color. Well, I put an LED in there just because I had it and I thought it looked cool. And I didn't really want to ever have to take that cover off again, because the machine itself is so clean that I don't want to risk breaking or damaging it. And now, I'm going to be honest, I did not clean out this canister before I started, and you guys could have seen that, but this has not been used. If you've seen the previous stream of videos already, this has not been used since this rug came out and carpet powder was put on it. And that shark just got all that carpet powder out of it after that Dyson left it behind in disgrace, and the Auric pulled out some more after it. And the one big thing I have to show is that this, I'm going to clear that pet hair out of there. This, I don't know, what are these things, 25 years old now? 25-year-old, very simple, basic bagless machine managed to pull out that much carpet powder out of that carpet after this brand new, freshly designed $600 Dyson left it behind. And I can guarantee that when these are all dead, there will probably still be some of those Featherlites running. Now again, that's yet another one of those unplanned things. I did not expect that. I didn't expect anything to be picked up after having run that shark a couple times, but that just goes to show kind of how inept a lot of these Dysons are, because this filter is not perfectly clean. It is a newer filter, but it's been used. It's got dust in there, and it did that without a lot of time or a lot of effort or me needing to go slow or in multiple directions. I don't need to hunt to find dirt with it because it performs very, very well, especially for how cheap and low end this machine would have been when it originally came out. And the other thing that I was impressed with that I'll show is this staggered beater-like brush roll design. This is absolutely brilliant, and that's part of the reason why it does clean so well. And then it's got automatic height adjust, and these swivel casters, if you've tried a newer Dirt Devil with them and you hate them, please get your hands on one of these and try it, because this is how swivel casters should be on these vacuums. It's brilliant, and it's better to maneuver around than that Dyson is as well. Tool's definitely not as convenient with the diverter and everything and how short the hose is, but otherwise, sometimes old technology can still do it better.